What's one thing everyone likes that you can't stand at all? Reggae. You heavy weed smoking in the 1990s and the 2000s until I got my medical card, because like 80 of the weed dealers I knew were either white ball rasters or former deadheads who listened to a lot of it. All of them would force you to hang out for an hour or two and listen to the same 5 or 6 songs over and over, or worse in one case, is Friends' original material. It sets my teeth on edge now. Video games. Never got into them. My attention span is probably to blame. My friend is always fighting with her boyfriend because he stays up until 6 a.m. playing with his friends and then sleeps until he works later that evening. I don't hate them by any means. To each their own. But I never got the appeal. I have way too much to do at home outside of work to even spend more than an hour on the couch, let alone all night. Wouldn't say everyone likes it, but a shocking number of people do. Vaping, smoking. I've never tried either because the truth is I do not want to. Growing up, my dad was addicted to cigarettes so badly that his entire garage stunk of cigarette smoke. And that taught me the smoking is not worth it. Can't stand the smell of cigarette smoke, and the smell of weed is even worse. Vaping just seems like a reskin of smoking. Manipulative people. You could yell from the rooftops that someone is obviously ABC. But until the person you are warning sees it, they won't listen to you. Have lost a lot of friends to manipulative people, and when my friends would come back to me once scorned, I rejected them. Can lead a horse to water, but can't make it drink. Can warn someone about a person, but can't make them listen. Politics. And I understand Reddit isn't real life, but it's dominated by losers who are constantly doing a my side versus your side battle like a bunch of kindergartners on the playground. Politicians have been bought and paid for years ago. Talk to me when someone proposes solutions that will improve the lives of Americans as a whole. Dave Matthews Band. I don't know if they are still popular, but they were for a long time, and their music was never for me. Social media. In my opinion, it has created more problems and it solves in our society. Kanye West. He has definitely fallen from his pedestal, but what a messed up human. Performance art, oh my god. It can be done okay in some circumstances, but the majority of it is just incomprehensible to me. There's a fine line between actual art and a simple physical act labeled as art. But art is subjective, and what not so, just not my cup of tea, I guess. The Lotta books. Read the first one. Interesting language. But IMO. Boring plot. I know Tolkien is infamous for his glacial pacing. But still, it's just slow for the sake of being slow. There's nothing valuable being explored with that slow pacing. Pickles. Pretty much anything pickled, honestly. Not a fan of anything heavy on the vinegar. And I love me some Tony Pacos, where literally every dish comes with their signature pickles and peppers. I feel like a hypocrite leaving them behind. The beach, heat, bright light, sweat, sand in the food, screaming kids running over your area, loud music coming from some other loud group of people, being dirty, dehydrated, and exhausted after coming inside. Margaritas. To be fair, I've only ever had one, but it was at a local Mexican place with reviews specifically mentioning the great margaritas. It was so salty and gross. I felt like I was trying to drink snail water. Star Wars. Yes, all of them. New ones, old ones, prequels, spin-offs, novelizations. I find the franchise deeply boring and one note, and the fact that it's everywhere makes it constantly annoying. Shrimp. If I was at a state dinner with presidents and royalty and a shrimp somehow ended up in my mouth, I would still have no choice but to spit it out immediately. Consequences be damned. Concerts. Why pay a fuck ton of money to go listen to music you can listen to at home while being crammed with hundreds of screaming people and having your eardrums nearly ruptured? Kimchi. I genuinely gag at its odor. I have no disrespect towards the craft and legacy behind the stuff, but Please never eat that around me. I just can't stand it. Coffee or coffee ... Wish somehow had the name changed to 8561TO. And I'm no longer the moderator. Going to change that. Remake the original. Sports I don't get wanting to watch someone else play a game. The huge salaries and its power. TV stations cancel news programs for sports telecasts. Sorry. Hate all of these equally eating anything that lives in water. Mushrooms. Reality TV. And people making a big deal about me not liking something. Taylor Swift. Some of her songs are catchy. But she's not some mistreated lyrical genius and songstress that many obnoxious fans insist she is. Avocados. They literally taste and feel like wet grass. Also, I lived in California my whole life, and this opinion got me a lot of shit lol. Subway, just like the place in general, every single location has a strong, distinct smell that I despise. Yet everyone else is fine with it. Reality TV shows. I hate them with a vengeance because they are full of plastic people acting badly to try and get a career in the media. Baby showers. Greed dressed up as a celebration. Plus, most of us at these things really don't care if it's a boy or girl. Discord. I just really don't like the constant stream of messaging. Same reasons I hate digital group chats in general. The Smash Mouth song from Shrek. It was so overplayed that it made me just hate the song along with Shrek in general. Soup. I don't hate soup. I just find it not filling enough for a meal, and too filling to eat as part of a meal. 99 of memes are not funny at all. Most political or social ones are an oversimplification of complex issues. Guava, and I don't like smoothies. I'd rather eat fruit and veggies as they are. Not all whipped up in a cup. Strawberries, they just taste rotten and gone off to me. I can't stand them. Raspberries. However. Yum scrum. Mayonnaise. ETA actual mayo. Not white people. Those sometimes I can't stand them either and I'm white. Awards shows. Why do people want to watch the privileged few circle jerking off fellow privileged few? Caffeine. Literally cannot stand it anymore. Caffeine sensitivity as one age is a real thing, kiddos. Game of Thrones. The amount of people who tried to coerce me into watching that crap is ridiculous. 90% hip-hop. Political correctness that we're being brainwashed with all across our nation. Bloody Marys. I don't get the appeal. It's one of the most disgusting things I've ever tasted. Puppy breath. Everyone seems to love it. But I find it nauseating. I adore puppies though. Random touches on the shoulder or back. Like WTF, don't touch me. Especially older people. Bacon. Bacon fucking sucks. I don't know what you're on. It tastes like burnt grease. Cheems means. I don't understand what's so funny. It just makes me want to beat him up. Neurodivergence. Normalize excluding them from NT interaction, activities and events. Blind loyalty to Apple products. And then they shit on everything else like Android. Adam Sandler. Teriyaki. Hummus. That dip I make that everyone loves but I hate. Harry Styles. He looks like a horse that needs a meal cause he is so skinny. Lavender. All my friends and family love the smell and the taste. I do not. My dad makes a great impression on people who don't have to live with him. Alcohol. Just can't stand the flavor. It ruins every drink it's poured in. Onions. They taste and smell disgusting and infect everything they touch. Probably being alive. I don't understand why some people smile and laugh. Weed. I don't care if you like and do it. Just not around me, please. Wearing fashion logos as a way to display social or economic status. The Kardashians and anyone who gives off a let them eat cake vibe. Hot sauces and or spices, why would I want to make my mouth burn? Alcohol. Bacon. Video games. Sports. Award shows. TikTok. Jeans. Modern rap and slow music like Weekend and those groups. Coffee. Not just the drink. The flavor. Coffee anything. Going to a movie. Sue Lab. Like I can't. Just can't. Dear. Taylor Swift. Avocado, but guacamole is good.